hindering the students, especially as veterans, in these matters, and I think it'd be vital to emphasize on increasing or supporting those supporting elements in the faculty to enable them to complete their education and become productive members of society and the community. Thank you for your time.
I've heard Eric speak before. I don't want to go after him. My name is Dale Stoll. I'm the Executive Director for Institutional Advancement at Lynn Benton Community College. I'm also a proud alumnus of Lynn Benton. I was a first-generation student, and the institution changed my lives in life in more ways than I can explain in 2 minutes. I'm excited by the goals of 40-20 in Oregon, and because LBCC has committed itself to transform to achieve greater student success and completion in support of those goals, the opportunity to recently return to my home state and my alma mater was an offer I couldn't refuse. But I am troubled by what has happened to funding of community colleges in Oregon, especially in light of these goals. The process of transformation is hard work. In an environment where our faculty and staff are working at capacity to transform the lives of the many students we have, the process of institutional transformation is slower than any of us would like. Both students and our communities benefit by what we do. Every extra day that passes, we lose people we could help, and community benefits we could achieve. We're being asked to serve historically high numbers of students with historically low levels of public funding, and something's got to give. Thus far, it's been tuition. We've maintained acceptable levels of service to meet demand by increasing it again and again. When I was a student in the 1970s, about 25% of my tuition went to cover the cost of education. Now students pay a share almost twice that much. Community colleges need the seed money to transform ourselves while keeping education accessible to current students, and that seed money is contained in the request for $510 million of public investment to help us transform ourselves to benefit the lives of our students, our communities for years to come, and in ways that are fiscally just to everyone. Thank you for this opportunity.
Try something new. So, thank you all for your time. Doesn't look like we'll need the microphone here. And then it works. So, thank you all for your time. I appreciate, of course, you letting us testify. I'll be the last Lynn Benton Community College student to testify. I'm a graduate of Dallas High School, so yes, I am an alumnus there. I also served as the chair of the Oregon Community College Student Association last year, so I'm unfamiliar to the needs of students. I want to talk to you today and kind of sum up what all of our Lynn Benton Community College students said. We talked about the Oregon opportunity. We talked about the need for bringing back what was cut on campus. We talked about the need for funding at community colleges. We talked about what happened to veterans who served our country when they came to our campus and saw cuts. Okay? I also want to address some of the disappointments we've had with some of the proposals that have come forward. First of all, we are disappointed as community college students that we do not see proposed reinvestment in community colleges from what's cut. Biennium ago, we were funded $500 million, and now we're funded at $395 million. And to achieve 40-40-20 right now, that's just not acceptable. Also, there's nothing in the proposed budget to keep tuition prices manageable. That's one of the biggest concerns of community colleges, as well as the task force on student success. They identified one of the major charges of 40-40-20 is to keep tuition prices low so that students can't succeed. However, I know there might be a lot of negativity that comes toward the OEIB, and I'd like to take a whole minute, or a couple of seconds to defend this board. Yes, we have this board, and I apologize that some of you may not agree with it. But now is not the time to create enemies. Okay? If we create enemies, good luck getting the funding that we need. Now is the time to create opportunities for students. Now is the time to work hard as a unified education lobby to reinvest in education. We're going to hear from university students later, and I know a lot of testimony will be please pay attention to what they have to say as well. I want to thank you all for your time. Thank you for the work that you do, and thank you all for coming.